open a time capsule.
Now, I've been invited as city council member representing the Thruway part of town to add my own predictions for what our city will look like 50 years from now. Economically, our biggest employers will continue to be healthcare and education and retail, no surprise there, joined by biotech. More boldly, I'll predict that Winston-Salem will have become the center of a regional craft brewing industry, as well as the agricultural hub for the new hybrid Salem Creek hops that grow well in our longer, hotter summers. Public libraries and the profession of librarian, we'll have a library branch again here, by the way, by then. Public libraries and the profession of librarian will come roaring back to renewed popularity as branches follow the lead of foothills, footnotes, bookmarks, and link to coffee shops and brew pubs and tasting rooms.
Well, I am not here necessarily to predict what's going to happen in the next 50 years, except that I want to say I do predict that Winston-Salem will continue to be a hub of the 5th District and of this area. It's one of the most livable cities in the world. It's great. The size to me is fabulous. It has everything you need and want, and yet you can get around, get to know people. It's a great place.
Good morning. I'm the keeper of the public purse of North Carolina, so I came to make sure there's nothing that belongs to the treasurer's office that's inside of here. So I had a paper route right across the street growing up. I was here when this was actually planted 50 years ago. I was 10 years old, and I remember having that paper route and having a pair of Chuck Taylor Converse shoes on layaway. You young kids need to ask your parents what layaway is. And they cost $10 at Bocock Stroud. And I would come every week and put $1 on my layaway Chuck Taylor Converse tennis shoes. Also, the only thing I regret about Raleigh is that we don't have WTOB in Raleigh, North Carolina. So thank you.
Dear friends, growing up in Winston-Salem, I spent my fair share of time at Thruway Shopping Center. My parents would let me ride my bike from our home to Thruway, and I spent many afternoons at Bocock Stroud Sporting Goods. And like everyone else, I remember the lunch counter at Woolworth's and the Dewey's Bakery as must-stops. The movie theater was always the main attraction at Thruway for me. Unlike today, when we have multiple multi-screen theaters, if we wanted to see a movie, Thruway was the place to be. Over the years, some of the shops have changed, but Thruway has been, and I think always will be, an important destination for those of us who live in Winston-Salem. Sincerely, Richard Burr, United States Senator. Thank you.